Hello viewers, this is a story from the Standard newspaper dated 22nd December 2025. War veterans' families demand attention. The World War II Veterans Family Association has written an open letter to President Barrow asking him to address the plight of war veterans and families of deceased ones who have been neglected since the end of World War II in 1945. Our gallant soldiers served under the British Crown with extraordinary bravery during the Second World War and sacrificed their lives, youth, health and families to defend global peace and freedom. The British government continues to provide a welfare grant intended to support the World War II veterans who served the British Crown and one surviving eligible widow. But in the case of the Gambia, the majority of veterans and widows, until their death, never knew that any such grant existed and had never benefited from it, the association said in their letter. They lamented that surviving widows are currently living in very undesirable conditions as several are sick, weak and bedridden without the required medical care. Some cannot afford good food and medication. They struggle without any form of welfare assistance and together with their dependents continue to suffer the long-term consequences of their husbands' sacrifices. They lack dignity and recognition in their final years. These mothers of the nation should be comforted and not abandoned, the association lamented to Barrow. In consideration of these challenges, the association demanded a full and transparent review of how the British Grant Welfare Fund was being and still managed and disbursed. An independent verification system to identify the rightful widows and their descendants, assurance that the fund intended for these families are delivered directly, fairly and without favorism and provision of urgent medical and financial support. They further appealed for a formal audience with the president to present their concerns and called on his government to initiate a welfare fund or program dedicated to the widows of the late veterans. I am Binta Dabo Jawo and thanks for listening.